Hey guys, welcome back to New and Old Survival. Today we're looking at another, it's not a plant, but it is a tree. And I want to show you some of the things that you can do with this. It's actually sassafras. It's kind of fun to say. And it's used not only as a refreshing drink, but it's also used medicinally. It is supposed to help women with menstrual cramps. It's actually antiviral, so it's good for colds. It can lower your body temperature, so if you got a fever, it's good. And I've also read that it's also used for killing stomach virus germs. And one person has noted and recorded that within 20 minutes they felt immediately better. Immediately after 20 minutes. Something like that. Anyway, stay tuned. I'll show you what it looks like. It's actually right behind me, but the camera won't focus on it, and I'll pull it down and bring it closer to you. Alright, here it is. And if you get all upset about me cutting this down, it actually will sprout out from what I just cut. It spreads through a rhizome, and I have seen seeds on these, but a rhizome, if you don't know what that is, think of a root that just goes out, and ever so often a new plant will start off with that root. So a lot of times, if you've got especially a big stand of sassafras, a lot of those will have the same genetic compound, and there are male and female sassafras trees. And so if you try to propagate two trees that are in a stand, then you may not get them to flourish well because they may be both male or both female. So I thought that was interesting. Now this has 3 separate leaves, and I hope I'm getting this. One looks like Casper the Friendly Ghost. One, well, here's a better one. It's kind of, they're starting to fall. Looks like a mitten. And then the other type of leaf you'll have, that's a mitten. That's kind of bad, but let's see if you, there's your one. Let's pull that one off. This just looks like a standard leaf. So you'll have all 3 type leaves on the same tree. That's one way, and one of the easiest ways, let me drop that, to tell. You got 3 different leaves off of the same tree, okay? The next way, one of the easy ways that you can see, as I hope you can tell, is the color. Up here next to the top is green. Now that's on a small one. The larger trees, unless you look up in the canopy, of course, are not going to have this. This green is often speckled. Let's see if I can get on the back side of the camera and see what you're looking at. Let's see if that'll focus. See those speckles on it? Okay, and then as it gets closer to the trunk, it will change more into a brown, almost a dividing line. But that, if we were to scratch this, let's see. There we go. If we scratch that, and you can see it's green. Another easy way to tell is just to break you off a branch and smell it. Once you smell that, you'll never get it, out of your mind. You'll be able to recognize it. So then the last way to tell, once you've confirmed it has 3 different leaves, it's got this green near the branch tips, it turns brown closer to the trunk or closer to the trunk base. The last thing is you can taste it. Okay? Some people have described it as a spice, and my buddy Mike Reed just did a video on the spice bush. I've not been able to find it here where I'm at. It's closer, a little more west, and I'd like to find some around where I'm at. But if you don't have it, go to Mike Reed's channel, Mike Reed Outdoors. Check his video out on spice bush or spicewood. They say it's also a good substitute. Take them berries and dry them to use for allspice. And I've smelt it, and it smells just like allspice. That's what we're after. Oh yeah. I don't know why I did that in that noise. Totally different smell. My goodness, that smells good. I'm gonna go wash it off. Be right back. All right, we went and washed that root off, and when you smell this, it smells identical to root beer. And that's because, well, like I said, it was used to flavor root beer. We've washed this off. Well, yeah, it might have a little dirt in it. That don't matter. Goodness, I think a lot of people get sick today because they don't include enough dirt in their diet. You heard it here first, folks. Eat dirt. Nah, people been saying that for years. What's that old saying? God made dirt, dirt don't hurt. See, this old cart is used for more things than just one. Yeah, that actually ought to be enough. Look in here. Let's see here. All right, there we go. Just a few pieces in the bottom of that cup. And there's the residue from where we made it out of the twigs last time. There's the root. Want that? All right, let's get us some alcohol in here and get her going. And this time I don't plan on burning the paint. There's a ½ ounce and a splash. There's another ½ ounce, and we'll put another ½ ounce in there for good measure because we want to boil this for a good amount of time. 1.5. 1.5. Yes, sir. So we've got our root. We'll add our water. And this is the same, it's cold tap water. I think this time I'm going to leave the lid off. And get my ducks in a row. Poof. Yeah, she's it. Put this over here. Well, I'm always second guessing about this thing because right now the lid feels really good. Easy to use. We'll see. This actually might be a better configuration for using that stove. Let's see if I can zoom in there. See if you can see the blue flames coming out of it. Of course not. Don't want to focus. You can see a little bit of the heat. See the flame coming out of the left side there? Just barely. I should take note of what it says. Hot surface, do not touch. Use handles. But daggone it. Look right there where that flame's coming out. Right over them handles. Or right beneath them handles. We've got steamage. Handles are cool at the touch. Ouch. I have to check and see. It looks to me like that thing's sitting in there kind of crooked. Alright. And we have boilage. Here we go. Oh yeah. Look at that color. Beautiful. For a root, you want to boil it. For leaves, you actually just want to steep it. So, I think where this came off a little while ago, I'm going to have to smack it back on a little bit better. Let's see if it'll still stick. No, not too bad. It's probably another good way to get burnt, but it's how I roll. Quick fan of the hand and she's back to boiling. Alright, so we'll let that's almost burn out anyway. Put the lid back on. Much better. Alright, we're going to have to let that cool before we can try it. And I'll get you back in here in just a second. Alright, this is good. Just a hint of root beer. Now you can have your pumpkin spice lattes and your mocha chocolate creamy frappe, whatever it is. I'll just have sassafras tea and be just fine. So here's something else that you can put in your arsenal. I think I mentioned that it's good for colds. It'll knock a cold out of you now, because it's antiviral. So viruses beware. We know what to do now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again real soon, I hope.